Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BMW M2 Competition review. I'm your boy David, and in this video we're gonna find out if a 2019 BMW M2 Competition is still worth it in 2025. Now, first things first, let's talk about the looks of the M2. And all I can say is that this car looks very, very aggressive. It looks mean. It looks mad. Maybe it's mad because it is the baby M car. But don't be fooled by those looks. This car is very, very powerful. You'll find out later on about the power figures. For now, let's talk about the design of this car. Which one do you think looks better, the regular M2 or the Competition? Now, this particular model has what I call some tasteful modification, like your carbon fiber wing. Nice. And of course, your M2 Competition badge. You've got an upgraded diffuser and it's carbon fiber with the F1 lighting. Some people like it, some don't. I personally think it's cool, tasteful. And of course, you've got upgraded brakes from the standard M2. You've got your carbon fiber side skirt right there. Nice. And this particular model has no carbon fiber roof, but I like it because it has a sunroof. And if you know me, I'm a fan of sunroofs. And you've got your carbon fiber M mirror cap, may I add. Now, let's get to the performance specs. And for the M2 Competition, BMW decided to give the M2 a real M engine, which is the S55, and it replaces the N55. And I'm sad about that one because I personally thought that the N55 sounds way better than the S55. Now you can also get the S55 in the M3 and M4 of this generation. Let me know down in the comments which one do you think sounds better, the S55 in the M2 or the previous model N55 found in the old M2. But sadly, the S55 in the M2 is slightly detuned and it now produces 405 horsepower and 406 foot-pound of torque, and that can either be paired with a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and that will get you from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds and a top speed of 174 miles per hour with the M driver's package, and it will do a standing quarter mile in 12.4 seconds at 114 miles per hour. Now, those are very, very impressive performance specs considering the weight of the M2. This is the part that I meant when I said this car is mad. But now I want you guys to help me. Would you rather have this 2019 BMW M2 Competition or the new one that looks like a Lego car, but it's slightly growing on me, but I don't know. Which one do you guys think looks better? The old M2 or the new design Lego style M2? Anyways, let's jump into the interior of the M2 Competition and see how it's holding up for a car that's almost 6 years old. And jumping in, you have your door cards with some Alcantara style and those M stitching right there. You have carbon fiber, very, very nice. And you got your M2 badge right there. And you have these beautiful seats with the M2 logo right there, which are electrically adjustable and have memory seats. Very, very nice. Now, jumping in, you are greeted by this upgraded Alcantara steering wheel with the shift lights, which is why I believe it's upgraded, because you do not get shift lights from the factory one. It has some carbon fiber accents right there. Very, very nice. And it has a nice feel to it, which it's a mod I believe I would also do on my M2. And those are the buttons for when you are feeling brave. There's your dash right there, and it illuminates M2 Competition to remind you of what you're driving. That's your screen. And you've got climate control buttons That's physical buttons, BMW. I don't know what went wrong, but it's okay. And you have your DCT gearbox right there that you can put into manual mode. Very, very nice. You've got two cup holders right there. You've got a USB slot, and those are to adjust your steering wheel, your dampers, and how aggressive the gear shifts are. And you've got a physical handbrake for those handbrake turns, and that's your touchpad for controlling the iDrive. And there's some storage area in there. Decent space, but who cares about storage area when you've got an S55? You've got your carbon area right there with decent storage size and some carbon fiber accents again. Very, very pleasant place to be. I don't want to lie. I mean, just look at those seats. And if you're sitting there wondering how practical is the M2 Competition, well, it has 390 liters of boot space, which I believe is more than enough to carry some luggage for those road trips. And the car also has a reverse camera, just to add. And now jumping in the boot, there's your floor mats right there. There's your space, and this car has no spare wheel, so I'm guessing it's on run flats. And it has some storage area right there and some storage area that side, and you get your 12-volt socket to charge your iPads or whatever you may want. So yeah. And while we're on the practicality talk, in case you didn't know, the M2 has rear seats, but I wouldn't recommend to fit anyone who's above 5'9", because it's very cramped up in there. They're just there to show your friends your 0 to 60 time and take them out. That is all. And of course, me being me, I had to show you guys the sunroof, because it's just a feature to have in a car. And if all I've been saying has made you really consider buying an M2 Competition in 2025, well, that's how much you expected to pay. And I must say, the car is really holding up its value, and your price will vary depending on the mileage and the condition of the car. And if you want this exact one I'm doing now, well, here is it for sale at Joe's Auto in Vereeniging. Now, with that said, that should bring us to the end of our review. Let me know down in the comments, did you enjoy the video? And if you did, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get to 100 subscribers so that I can get a Porsche on the channel.